have a laptop. Got 10 gallons of E85. Probably gonna need more now to think about it. Nah, probably not. And I got a trailer that's loaded up in my house, so after work I can stop and pick it up. But the RX-7 doesn't run, so what could I possibly be racing today? Oh, I know. You know, in grade school, the mantra we lived by was, put your seatbelt on, you moron, you're ruining the video. All right, okay, forget that. In grade school, our mantra was, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. All right, I'll be honest, I don't know, I think that's a song. But either way, this is the last episode of the 240SX Chronicles. It's kind of sad. Either way, welcome to Clapped Out. We made it to Bowling Green, so that's step one. Many don't know this about me, but I lived in Bowling Green for a very long time. I went to college here, Western Kentucky University, Big Red, stand up. I don't really have any school pride, but, you know, I went here, so I guess I should. I did a limited amount of racing in college. I spent most of my time in college. What did I do in college? It's kind of a big blur. A lot of studying with books. I think that's what you use for that, right? If you've never been to the Bend of Beach, otherwise known as Beach Bend Raceway, I'm gonna take you through the front gates. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. I'm gonna show you about Beach Bend. So here we go. All right? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Little time-lapse sauce all up in your face. That whole road, I'm sure the time-lapse made it seem like it was 4 seconds to drive here, but that whole road for Holly LS Fest, it's backed out all the way to the main road and then up that main road that we turned off of for a solid 1.5 miles, 2 miles every single year. So if you come to Beach Bend for LS Fest, you're gonna wanna get here early. It's in the middle of nowhere. Look at this. I could scream and no one would ever hear me. Now, I was born and raised in the Chicago suburbs, so if you hear my accent and it sounds Midwestern at times or Chicago at times, that's why. Anytime I go back home, I sound Southern to them. Anytime I come down here, oh my God, look at this thing. Look at that thing, God. That man, the dude that owns that rig could shit a bucket and tell me that it smelled like roses, and I'd be like, yes, it does, sir. Your poop does not smell. And look at this, what the hell, man? It's Tuesday night! God, the RV and the stacker? Come on. I'm just jealous, I'm crazy jealous. It's awesome. Appreciate it.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you much. All right. That's all you need. That's it, that's all you need, it's a little ticket. It's my ticket to Funtown. I'm so excited. So yeah, as I was saying, my home is, born and raised in the Chicagoland area. My home track is Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove, Wisconsin. That's where I grew up in terms of racing. Beach Bend is my home though. I have been to many tracks and I freaking love this place. I love the atmosphere, I love the people, I love living in the southern area of the United States rather than the northern. I'm just a big fan of it. So we're here. I'm gonna unload the 240. I haven't even driven it on the street. I don't know how it's probably not gonna do that well, I don't care. But I gotta at least try, right? I got some spare tools, spare parts, things in the trailer. But the big thing is, Jared Kokenauer's here and he's trying to go 7s with a stick shift. So that's your bonus. It's a pretty big bonus. All right, let's get to it. All right, use your imagination. Right now I'm unloading the 240 out of the trailer. I got my race ramps out, my ratchet straps off, I'm backing it out. Pretend that I didn't just forget to film a lot of stuff. Just pretend. And the car's out of the trailer. the car's ever made. It's a little smoky. Just to air it out. Wonder what it went. I'm curious. First pass 10.085 at 136 with a 1.660. That means we're putting a hell of a lot more in the launch.
Does it look right?
Good luck, bud. Jared and I, we work together, but his true passion is paper mache crafts. He just does this.
Damn right.
So how long have you been going after this, Jared Bear? Oh, it doesn't matter, you're ready to go.
Fucking Kyle.
Fucking Kyle. Now let's pretend I filmed this part yesterday and I tell you that Jared went 830s off the trailer and there's a lot of promise in the setup and we're gonna turn it up for the next pass. And then pretend that I'm getting back in my car to make another pass. All right, let's try it again. It's a little hot. The trans doesn't seem like it wants to get up on the brake easily. I'm sorry, the converter rather. It's not building any boost down the line, so I'm just gonna wing it. If I can go a 9 anything, I'll be stoked. Or blow it up, whatever, something fun's gonna happen. So we had an oil down. Alex is out here just being Alex. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but.
It means I'm being awesome.
Were you gonna punch me? What was that move? What do you call that? Okay, all right, now I'm getting dizzy. We had an oil down. I'm waiting for the tractor to drag so I can maybe put this thing in the 9s. And also cook this child in an oven. So it didn't go 9s. The next pass was like a 1050 something with like a 1.8 60 foot. It wouldn't even get on the 2-step. I turned the 2-step up too high, and it outgrew the converter when I was on the brake. And then the pass after that, I made one last pass, and the last pass of the day was uneventful. Like a 1034, I think, at 137, and it's all in the 60 foot. We got to get the car to build more boost on the line before we leave. It was leaving so soft that there was no point in continuing just to run it out the back door for a mile an hour. So back to Jared. So Beach Bend's basically shut down for the night. Jared is the only person in the staging lanes. They sprayed the track for us. There's not a lot of power in the tune-up. Not a lot of confidence that it's gonna do anything crazy. But seat time, and seat time's important. That car has barely been shook down. So as much time as he can get in the seat, it's good. John 4 certified, baby! So that was the night. After that pass, that was it. And I'm not even upset about it at all. Admittedly, I didn't film nearly enough. I'm sorry. I was just very in the moment, and I was actually having a good time with cars for once. It's been a labor of pain for the last few months with getting this car together, with what a pile it was to what it became. And so I was just focused on getting the car down the track and having a good time with my friends. Jared's car has some bugs to work out. A new set of tires will help. Getting the 60 foot dialed in is going to help a ton. The whole combo is new. He went from a 427 blower combo last year to now he has twin 76s this year, alcohol, tons and tons and tons of changes, weight taken out of the car. So getting it shook down and making sure that, you know, he's on the ball with that setup is going to take some time. But once that thing gets dialed in on the front half, it's going to be an animal. And the man is not afraid to wheel it. I mean, he probably drove 4.5 miles in that quarter-mile strip, just skating left and right. You know, on the whole, the 240 project was awesome. I had a really, really, really good time with it. And as such, let's reminisce on some of the better times with the 240. We picked up a 1993 Nissan 240 SX slick top coupe. Just a little, need a little attention. Need a little attention. It's probably important. Just a little attention is, I don't know, where does that go? Oh, the power steering rack. What is that noise? Stop! Stop. A little attention. Oh, map sensor, good. I was worried. So dual map sensor. So we got dual maps. That's a good start. That's a good start. It's good. It's gonna be fine. Alright, now here's the thing that really salted my peanuts. What's missing? What's missing? Can anybody tell me what's missing? I knew it! I knew it! I can hear you, dude. Got you, bro.
Did you hear me breathing?
I'm not crying, you're crying. You're the one that's crying. I'm not crying, I'm not. So let's assess the 240 project with all off-the-shelf BTR parts, which that's a plug, but it's also the truth. If I didn't work at Brian Tooley Racing, there's a zero chance I would have been able to put this car together in the time period I did. Having stuff on the shelf and available at my place of employment is massive. But a 7875 VS Racing Turbo, a stock bottom end Gen 3 5.3, stock headed, just valve springs and a cam kit, and a Holley Terminator X, IDS suspension. There's some nice pieces on the car, but for the most part, it is a very, very budget build. And it went 10.0 off the trailer with so much more room to grow. That car will go a mid-low 9 as it sits with a better setup, with a good two-step put up in it, a good tune-up put in it, someone that knows what they're doing on the keys, not me trying to make adjustments. That car will go a mid-low 9 all day with no problem. I got to pull the logs. It was only on 17 or 18 pounds of boost, but tons of room to grow. And honestly, it completely blew my expectations out of the water. Having everybody follow this build and comment about it and message me and PM me and say that, well, you've helped me in this way or that way, and I appreciate you doing this or that, means the world. So thank you so much for this. I'm sorry to rant in your face, but I really do mean it. Clapped Out is it's a fun side project for us, and I thoroughly enjoy being able to do these videos, even at my own expense of blowing engines up and, you know, not getting any sleep. It's worth it. Thank you guys so much. Please, if you can, like and share. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube, that's that's a big thing for us. So everyone have a great day.